PATTV is on the station. Laugh, laugh, laugh at Pat. Laugh, laugh, laugh at Pat. Laugh.
Yo, it's your boy Bust Down. I'm back again for yet another episode. You know, usually I do like a month at a time, due to this coronavirus, and she close as hell, but the social distancing thing ain't popping right now, but it's all good though. She traveled away from North to come see me. What's happening?
Nothing much, It's your girl SMOOCHES on the scene. What's up? Yeah.
She's blowing kisses everywhere I see.
You already know.
And she chocolate too, so it's chocolate kisses. She's melting all over everything.
Melting your mouth.
Oh, melting your mouth. we get some family toast. No, we can talk that shit.
I'm a little spicy.
You spicy?
Yeah, I'm a little
How
spicy.
spicy are you? Because before we started, I don't want your husband coming after me.
No. I'm behave. You know I got a smart mouth.
Nah, I don't want him coming after me. I don't want him looking on that tablet from jail going crazy.
Okay, we're done.
Yeah.
All right. We're gonna behave. I'm gonna behave.
Yeah, please do. He is throwing a tablet at the wall right now.
You already know.
You said this nigga bald headed. He got a beard. And she like beards.
No, I didn't even say it.
And then he talked about having 7 kids on his page. He did his research.
No, him. He told some 7 kids. Yeah. You want a whole army.
So let me flip it a little. Let me get a little something. Again, how are you? How was your day?
My day was good, started up, woke up, got the kids together, went to work, came home, got ready to come here to see you.
What you do for work? What you do other than this rap stuff? What you do?
Well, I have a variety of professions. I work as an EVS worker at the moment at Belmont Behavioral. I'm also a medical assistant. I'm also a home health aide. And I also have my own business called CHILLLIZ Poetry that I started 5 years ago.
Oh, you going too fast. We need to speed a second. You going too fast. I asked about that part.
All right, my bad. Tell me what I did.
No, you get a little speed ticket. We're just going to jump into that.
Okay.
No, I meant like in profession, like your day-to-day, like your 9 to 5.
Oh, well, I work as an EVS worker at Belmont, and I'm a full-time mom.
Okay. All the single mothers stand up.
That's right. All the queens, wear your crowns.
What about the one? You a single mother too?
No.
I thought the man just single mother too. She might got to get something down too. She might got to go on baby mama.
No. Here you go. Trying to spread the
No. It's on the camera. I don't care. Everything. I let everything out.
I know that's right.
But with that being said, how was your performance? I did my little homework. How was your performance at what is it, Art Inspires Art?
Yeah.
Shout out to Wire Art. That's my man. I actually went to school with him. Shout out
okay.
Shout out to Wire Art and the whole poetry movement. How was your performance? Everything they perceived you.
It was amazing. The crowd, the energy, everything was amazing. Everybody shows mad love. Always like popping out the Riders performances. He shows me mad love. He invited me out that time. He was like, just come pop out. I was just going to go and show love. And he invited me to perform.
Okay. So how do you think the crowd perceived you?
I think the crowd loves me from I don't know. When I get up there, it's like I become a whole different person. So all my nerves and everything takes over my body. And then by the end of the show, it's like I'm watching footage and everybody's like, I'm on my way. And I'm like, okay, girl, you did that.
Yeah, you see me go to the shit on my story one time. I was like so motivated, elevated. I can see you hating.
Facts, yeah. You got to put a little melt spin on it,
No, but let's get into who you are as a person. Let's get into SMOOCHES, the woman, like the homie, right?
Yeah.
What started this evolution to this music thing? Because I know it's just more than just music for you based on what you're telling us.
Yeah.
It's more like a entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
In a way to get money and try to open doors to others, right?
Yes, that's exactly what it is.
So what was your starting point?
Well, one day, May 1st, I woke up and I had an epiphany. I said, you know what? I'm tired of sitting here and I have books piled on top of books because I'm also a novelist. I write fictional, erotica, all types of novels, spooky stories. That's my favorite. I like to write about vampires and stuff like that. I like to write thrillers. So I said, you know what? I'm tired of sitting around. I'm tired of people closing doors in my face as far as getting my books published. And I went and I seen this guy. I won't say his name, but I went and seen this guy, and he's supposed to be an up and coming publisher. And he told me, well, all your work it looks good, but who are you? And that kind of stuck with me. Like, what do you mean, who am I? You know, like, who are you? And he's like, you know who I am. Who are you? Like, you got the talent, you have the words, but do you have the network? And it made me think, like, dang, who am I? I got to get my name out there. Who is, because before I was Smooches, I was D-Neek. And I'm like, so who is D-Neek? So I called my manager, Bree Bucks.
Shout out to Bree Bucks. She in the building, y'all.
Shout out to Bree Bucks. Yeah, best manager in the world. And I said, Bree, what do you think about me throwing together a showcase, poetry open mic, and we offer a prize, like first prize $80, just to see what's going on. You know, second prize a $25 gift card. You know, and we went from there, and it was a hit. We had all these poets come out and show us love. We had rappers come out. Shout out to Lizzie Stacks and Swag Champions. They came out. They've been riding with us from when we first started. They was there for our first few showcases, and they really put us on to the rap thing as far as having rappers come out. So that's where we expanded on that. And then we had Marshall Money, he came out. Letitia Marie came out and showed us love. And me and Letitia Marie, we started doing an open mic night at Fusion Spice on 49th and Woodland, which is now closed down. But they reopened in Wilmington. We also went out there for their grand opening. We have real tight ties with them out in Wilmington. Fusion Spice, shout out to Tito. And once Tito seen my show and everything, he just was like, we want to keep you on. We want to keep you. We want to give you and Letitia your own open mic show every Wednesday night. You think you can bring people out? And I've been stuck ever since. I never did get those books published, but they are coming in the future. That's something I'm very passionate about. I'm a writer first and a poet first before I'm a rapper. And I just want to show my kids that there's more out here to this world, and the kids of the world and the people out in the world. Just let them know that no matter how old, how young, if you have a dream, you can pursue it and you can achieve. And that's where I'm at with it.
Okay, I gotta clap that up. I'm the host.
Thank you.
I gotta clap that up.
Thank you. So after.
So with that being said, right? You said you started off with like writing regular poetry, like regular stuff.
Yes.
And you said vampire, right? If this is a vampire story, what would you be? The vampire or the prey?
I'm
Would you be the one doing the writing? Are you the one doing the writing?
Yeah, I actually.
You really gonna be in trouble with that. I'm poking the bear.
Okay.
He in jail, rolling over his.
Oh my goodness.
Shout out to what's his name?
Mustafa.
Shout out to Mustafa, man. Shout out to Mustafa, man.
But anyway, so I have a book called Dipped into the Blood of Darkness. It's called The Obsession, Dipped into the Blood of Darkness. And it's based on, I made everybody in my life a character in my book. And I'm the main character, and my name is D-Neek in the book. So,
typical.
Yes, I love that name.
I thought she was going to be like Becky or Jennifer or some shit, and make it organic.
No, it's all African-American, based on all African-American.
No, but you know, when you telling a story, you don't ever want to be that person, because then it's going to give it away too quick.
Well, I was 16 when I first wrote this book, so I wasn't thinking about that. I was just thinking about putting me and all my friends in a book, and everybody would sneak and read it, because I used to fall asleep at the computer, typing late at night when I used to live on Pulaski. And my mom would come and she would just like cut the computer off. I'm like, oh my goodness, I didn't save it on the floppy disk. Yeah.
Your age, she said floppy disk.
Look, I'm proud of my age.
So, what gives you your inspiration when writing these songs? Because a lot of people may like hear like your style, and hear where you rap, and it may appear like it's easy, right? So, what gives you your motivation to rap? Do you feel like it's easy? Do you feel like it's hard? How do you put these bars and stuff together?
Well, for me as being a writer, It's half and half because of work, juggling work, and then having to sit down.
Hold on, you guys. Pause before. No, you guys stay there.
Okay, yeah,
we got
y'all
little
stay
technical
tuned.
difficulties.
Hey guys, who we got here?
Just let me know. Yeah, yo, we from the hood. Like I don't do all that fancy editing stuff. My battery is running low. So, I'll tell y'all. I'll definitely tell y'all. I got another one. I got another one over there. But continue what you were saying with your creative process.
Oh yeah, well, it's a little bit of both. It can be overwhelming because I have to juggle. I'm a mom. I'm thinking of ideas for children's poetry. I'm working at work and I have to deal with different personalities. And then I come home and I sit down and I try to compress. And sometimes I just can't write. And then I'll just wake up in the morning and just write something real quick. And that's how a lot of my songs come along. Bree Bucks helps me. Like, she sits down and be like, concentrate, focus. You know, you got to do what you got to do. Girl, we got a business going on. We got this. So she keeps me grounded. And she's like, did you write anything? Did you write anything today? And I'm used to sitting down at my phone and being able to just go, you know.
Well, do you use topics?
Topics?
Yeah, because I think that's an effective method of using topics. Like, so, I'm start calling me new topics every morning.
Okay.
But it'll help you like stay on track. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like you said, like your song, fact. It's called facts, right?
Yeah, facts.
That could be a topic, and
Yeah.
you could just go all in about facts, things that's
Yeah.
factual. You know what I'm saying? And
That's-
make it in a clever way.
Yeah, also Facts is my highest streaming single out right now.
Go check out facts.
Go check out Facts. So motivated, so dedicated, get my own pussy wet Facts, you know.
Oh, we get pussy wet now. See, now you really going
That's the lyrics in the song.
He said you getting pussy wet. I'm Muslim. We don't do this.
Yeah.
We're supposed to be covered up.
Oh my goodness.
Talk about getting your shit all drippy.
Listen.
He trying to smooch you when he come home. Well, I can't tell you. I ain't gonna. If I heard that song in jail, I'll be looking.
He supports me 100%. He hasn't heard my music yet, but I have rapped it to him. You know, he's like my best friend. Like, you know.
I'm pretty sure on the phone when he probably went crazy and said you had 1 minute left. When he heard this shit, he was like, oh, whoa.
No, he actually was like that. I fucks with that. He was like, talk your shit, babe.
I feel it.
Yeah, he's not insecure, man. He said, talk your shit, babe.
So musical influences, because you said you talk about pussy wet and all that shit. Who's your musical influence?
First and foremost, the queen, Lil' Kim.
Lil' Kim?
Lil' Kim, yeah. I was brought up on Lil' Kim. When I was younger, I wasn't allowed to listen to rap. So I convinced my dad to get me Lil' Kim, No Time Single. And you know how it had the 3 on there, the instrumental, the one with the explicit lyrics, and then the one with the clean. So he didn't know it had explicit lyrics. So every time he would go to work, I would be jumping on my, no time for fake ones. Just sitting crystal with my real ones. Like, you know, and then when I discovered the cuss words, I'm like, na 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 na. You know, I was in there jumping on the bed, cousin. You know, Lil' Kim. Shout out to Lil' Kim. She's the queen, hands down.
Who else? I know you got more.
I like Remy Ma.
Remy Ma.
And of course, my wife, Cardi B. I love Cardi B.
You don't like Nicki?
Why
don't like Nicki?
I plead the fifth. I just plead the fifth.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing's wrong with Nicki.
She's fine. She's
a
fine.
beautiful
She talk more.
woman.
I think she talk more than what you talk than them two.
Yeah. But that's cool. I don't have any ill will towards Nicki. She's a beautiful person. She's a beautiful woman. It's just she's just never been my cup of tea. When I first heard Nicki, it was just like, what? And you know, my daughter's dad, he was just like really like banging it a lot, and I heard a lot of her underground stuff with Gucci Mane, you know, Slumber Party and stuff like that, and it was just like, who is this girl, you know? So as I started actually researching Nicki Minaj and looking at a lot of her stuff, you know, I heard Warning Shot, the remix she did with Notorious B. Like, I have my cuts of her songs that I like, but I'm just not a Barbie.
I feel that.
I'm just not a Barbie.
That's such a PR answer. That's such a PR answer.
I respect every woman, and I believe that we all can win, and there's money out here for all of us. I love Nicki as a beautiful black queen. It's just, you know.
No, I didn't say you had hatred to it. I'm just saying, why do you hate it? I was like, I would have. So she's not your top 5.
Not at
Nicki's not your top 5 for women?
No.
Name your top 5. I'm curious.
Well, I like old school, so I would have to say Little Kim.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, Remy Ma. I like MC Light.
Mm-hmm.
I like Foxy Brown, and I really was a big Trina back in the day.
You don't like Rod Digger?
I did. I bumped a little Rod Digger in my
See,
day.
my age starting to show too.
Yeah, I bumped Rod Digger. You know, I definitely bumped with Rod Digger. I'm more of a neo soul type girl, R&B. If I had to pick, I would have to say Erykah Badu, Lauryn Hill. You know, especially Lauryn. How could I forget my baby?
Yeah,
Lauryn.
Like, huh?
Yeah, how could I forget Lauryn? It's just so many talented women out there, you know. Just to pick 5 is really like cheating ourselves. For real, like just to pick 5 is cheating yourself. But if I had to pick 5, those would be the 5
So,
top.
what about, we gotta flip the coin a little bit. What about the opposite sex? What about the men?
Men? Well, I like Eminem. Everybody always like got something to say, but I always like Eminem. I like Jay-Z. I like Nas. I like Biggie, Tupac. You know the
That's fair, that's fair,
legends.
that's fair.
You know, I like Run DMC. Who else? I like a lot of people. I like Akon. I like versatile music. Like I can listen to Maroon 5. I can listen to Christina Aguilera. I can listen to anybody, Neo. You know, like I like to mix it up, and I like a lot of rock and pop and stuff like that.
Okay. Well, I got something real quick. Before I flip the coin, right? Before I go into what I really want to go into, we can play a little game, shall we?
Okay.
I'm gonna say if I wasn't here, I'll be, and then you'll fill in the blanks.
Okay.
If I wasn't rapping, I'll be
A writer. Go ahead. All right, I'm there.
If I wasn't working, I'll be
On Miami Beach.
If I wasn't on Pat TV, I'd be
Home. In my bed.
If my husband was home, I'd be You gotta answer. You gotta
Sexy.
No, I'm playing with you. I get that out of you.
Yeah, cool.
But now we came here for it.
Okay.
Let's talk about what is it called? Chills.
Chill is just poetry.
Chill is just poetry. Shout out to Chill is just poetry. I actually tuned in.
Yes.
I actually seen a lot of those youngers that you had on there. They're very talented.
Yes.
So tell me how you got the kid aspect in it, because I thought it was just all about having you and promoting your brand, but you really revolutionized. You got kids there.
Yeah.
And they're actually good.
Yeah.
So talk to me about that.
Okay, so when I first started with the kid thing, like I actually started with my daughter. So before I was doing showcases, before I was throwing parties and stuff like that, I was throwing children parties for my daughter and my son, themed children parties for my daughter and my son. I would have photographers come out. My daughter had pink and purple fair, black tie fairs. So everybody was like, well, why you will never expand on that? So as the years went on and we did all our adult showcases, my daughter, she said, Mommy, I want to be in one of your showcases. She said, I want to be a star like you. And I said, well, you will be then. And that's how we came up with Asia Milani Takes on Hollywood. Milani is my little cousin. My daughter's birthday is the 14th. Milani's the 15th. So it just worked. And that's when, I said, if I could do it for the adults, why can't I give these babies and these single mothers that are out here struggling money and prizes for their kids and show the youth, encourage them and don't break their dreams, because people are so quick to tell kids, no, you can't do that. You got to be this or you got to do that. You got to be this. No. If this is what you want to do, then this is what we're going to do. And I'm going to encourage you and I'm going to build you up and I'm going to make sure that you do it because this is your dream. My daughter started her own bakery. You know what I'm saying? So we're expanding on that. We have a lot of projects going on. And I just want to make sure my kids are established and they have business mindsets early on, something that I didn't have taught to me in school or from my parents. I had to learn everything on my own, and thank God that I was so education savvy. I thrive on education. Even with my kids, go to school, make sure you're this, make sure you're that. My kids aspire to be big things. My son wants to be an astronaut since 1. He never forgot. My daughter wants to be a construction worker and an architect and a model. You know, so I want to encourage them to be that. So I'm going to put them in the place where they can be that.
Okay, so with that being said, with your chill's poetry, right? Do you do training for the kids, like, or is it like for those watching, like, do you do like training for them? Because you know a lot of kids they have raw talent, you know, and so obviously a lot of improvement that needs to be made, but they're good, but you know everybody needs a little push.
Right.
So
right.
do you provide that training for them, or it's just like you just come in as is?
Well, actually, all these children just really fell into my lap. It's like when I announced it, everybody just started contacting me. It's like, I know a 12-year-old DJ. And I'm like, shout out to On Air with Mir. I know a 12-year-old DJ. And I said, well, that would be perfect because I want an all-children cast. So then I had my son and my nephews. They had security shirts we made up for them. And they stood at the door and they were security. And that's when once I found Little Fozzie, the young man that gives me Nas vibes. I love that.
He's fire.
Yes.
He's fire.
8 years old. 8 years old. Shout out to Lil Fozzie and his dad Maurice.
Fozzie, if you watching this, I'm on your head. I'm on your head, Fozzie. I'm getting get you up there, Fozzie.
Yes, he has so much personality. He's so talented, so much energy bouncing around the stage. I just love it. I love kids too, so I love all the aspiration that they have. When I found Little Fozzie, that's when I looked through his bio and he was telling me, you know, I have a DJ, I know this, I know that. So when I started going through his bio and everything, and I started seeing the little people the little tiny people he was connected with. And that's when, after I linked up with Lil Fozzie, I connected with young Jordan Sinai's mom, and Jordan Sinai actually won first prize in our children's poetry. I started my research. I seen her. She does all the block parties in the summertime. She's very well known around in Philadelphia. And I said, oh my goodness, look at all these talented kids. I just have to have them a part of my daughter's show.
And what is a typical prize for a kid?
Well, first prize, $500.
$500?
Yes, she won $500 and she deserved it.
Yeah, I need $500 shit.
Yeah, well, our adults have won up to $700.
What the heck? You finance this, or you have like sponsorships?
Me and my manager.
Okay, man. Yeah.
Everything comes out.
She's definitely gonna be one of my Southern baby moms.
Here you go.
For real, yeah.
We're gonna talk you down, these baby moms, okay?
No, yo, you see where the world going?
Yeah.
Yo, this thing is airborne. We are done. It's a dub. It's a dub. All the fun stuff. You just heard what happened with we're in Philadelphia. They said like only 50 people could be in one area at one time.
They say 50. Oh,
yeah, we
I'm telling everybody 10.
No, it's just like 50 in like a big space.
Oh, okay.
And it's like 25 for little small settings.
I can make some money. I think it's time to do a showcase.
Yeah, we on punishment. We on punishment till February 20.
Everybody want to fly out, get flown out.
But let me ask you a question.
Okay.
This is where I turn it over to you. You ask me a question.
Okay.
I never did that, but I got to flip it over. You asked me a question.
Okay.
I didn't. I got my thoughts together. I'm through. You can ask Pat TV a question now. This time she can ask me something.
Okay, Pat. So I want to know where your journey began.
Ooh, good question. So my journey began last year, February 16th.
Wow.
I started off I was always on YouTube, but I was just like watching videos like everybody else was doing.
Right.
Just chilling, just hanging out, laying on my bed. And I had like 16 subscribers, right? And my aunt, she actually was my inspiration. Shout out to my aunt. I can say her name right here. She be tripping.
Shout out to Auntie. Hey, Auntie.
She told me like, yo, Pat, you should do YouTube. You got the personality. You flip flop real quick when the camera come on. So I was like, you know what? I'm the type of person like I like to just try everything at least once.
Right.
So I did my first episode. The camera was all jumpy. I was moving around like this, and my cousin, he was flipping the camera upside down. but it was good footage though, and I was like, damn, I really got this, and I got 374 views on the first one.
Oh wow!
So I was like, I said, man, I should do this. I should do this full time.
Right.
So then, as I kept going, the progression started going. I got better cameras, stuff like that. And
I'm taking notes.
Yeah.
Because when I came in, I said, look at the camera.
I got a better camera, the quality increased, and I noticed, I started getting more feedback. And that's what drove me to be who I am today. And now, like, my name's been buzzing all over the county. I don't say that, but people been saying it. They've been saying my name is buzzing all over the county. So.
Well, it definitely has, because I found you through a family member.
Okay.
I was watching her live, and I'm like, ooh, what is she doing? Who's this guy? Let me follow him. So I started following you, and that's how I came across your page, and I started watching your lives, and I would tune in to some of your YouTubes when I had the chance. I was so busy I couldn't watch a whole show, but I actually sat down and finished those shows.
Which one did you watch? I'm gonna put you on. Yeah, I got it.
I can't remember his name, but the guy with the braids.
Braids.
He just was on recently.
Oh, Sergio.
Yeah,
Sergio. So Grillo.
Yeah, I liked him.
You like him?
Yeah.
That was it was my longest one.
Yeah. And y'all was playing the music, and I was vibing. I'm like, I'm at work, sneaking, looking at my phone real quick. I'm like, it's break time. Okay.
Yeah, I like that one too. It didn't get the response that I thought it should get, because like it was actually a lot of deep stuff in there. Like he dropped a song called "Equality" up there,
right?
Where it showed the looting and all that stuff. It showed like it was awareness, and I don't really get too political on here. Mm-hmm. I don't want them to shut my stuff down,
right?
But
because they watching.
Yeah, I don't get too political, but yeah, like I feel like that was like a real powerful one. But ignorance is bliss. People don't really tend to tune into the stuff that they should tune into.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But which is fine. You know what I'm saying? We grab and say it's a tug of war.
Right.
We're pulling as close as we can.
Right.
Anything else? You got one more.
I also wanted to ask you, have you ever considered having Feast Banger on your show? Or have you had him? Feast Banger.
What do
He's
you
a
do?
motivational rapper. We do business with him as well.
Well, let's set it up. Set it up.
Okay.
I can come to him.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not coming to him. I'm lying.
Yeah.
Because of the corona, I don't know.
Right. I just feel like that would be like, with each show that I did watch, that you had a message. You get what I'm saying? So I felt like that would be a good message for your show, and I thought I would drop that bomb on you, because he does a lot of work with us and also around the city, and I feel like, that's something that needs to be out here today, because it is a lot of senseless killing. The young man Michi just got killed. R.I.P.
R.I.P. to Misha. It's crazy. Even comedians is dying. That's crazy.
Yeah.
The people that make you smile at.
Right. It's just sad. Young children.
R.I.P. to Michi. I've seen that. I'm up here. I'm out the loop, but I'm still keeping ears to the streets.
Yeah.
But rest in peace to him. I don't know how it happened, but rest in peace to you, Michi.
Yeah. It's just a lot with this world today, and I feel like that would be a good platform, for everybody to hear about and to expand on.
And that was my goal. Like, so I'm gonna be honest. Like, I don't really say names on here. I don't do name drops. Mm-hmm. But I don't really do beef on here at all.
Right.
And that's why I don't do beef. Like, I've had situations where people want to use my show as a platform to promote their music, and then like slip diss songs and then want me to promote it, but I would catch on to it and I would cancel it. And if you're doing that, for those who tuning in, if you do that, I would cut the camera off instantly.
Well,
because I don't believe in that. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like we're all black, or we're all one demographic, whatever. And I'm like, we're not just trying to reach the black demographic. We're trying to go global.
Yeah.
Because if you want to stay in your confines of your area, you're not going to go nowhere.
You're not going to expand. Right?
So we're trying to reach everywhere.
Right.
But my goal is to always make sure that I'm expanding myself and making sure that you're spreading positive vibes.
Right.
Like you see, I joke. I talked about your husband. I joke,
yes.
but I'm not going to disrespect you on nobody's show.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I would never do that. Especially, I'm not going to let my demographic do that to each other. Exactly.
That's why my last adult showcase was for my birthday. It was called "Don't Forget to Kiss the Birthday Girl." It was last year in October, and when I was putting the show together, I had to drop a lot of people because they were saying, oh, in my inbox, like, you big femme, there's this, X, Y, and Z. And I say, you know what, I put this post up and said, hating on people is going to get you nowhere. And if that's the fact, then I don't want to work with you. I don't work with people, like you said, that are controversial. If we can't all come together and get money together and grow together, then there's no point. The whole purpose of children's poetry is to build, network, and to expand. You know, you don't always have to be looking for a controversy in everything. It doesn't always have to be that. That's not what the rap game is about. That's not what singing is about. That's not what poetry is about. That's not what these streets should be about neither. We should be about coming together and rising over property.
Very well put.
Thank you.
But with that being said, thank you guys for tuning in. I greatly appreciate you guys.
Yes.
This has been it's been a treat having you over here. Miss Smooches, it's been a treat. Oh, the manager's saying something, you guys. Hold on.
What did you say, man?
You can say it.
Yeah,
You say it.
your IG, your Facebook.
Oh yeah, shout out to Instagram. Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Thanks. See.
That's why she's the best. Make sure you go follow my business page, CHILLLIZ Just Poetry, CHILLLIZ Poetry, and make sure you follow my personal page, my right page, _SMOOCHES SMOOCHES 0225, and my YouTube is also my CHILLLIZ Just Poetry. Instagram is also CHILLLIZ Just Poetry on YouTube, so follow our YouTube as well.
Click the link in the bio.
Yes, click the link in the bio. Subscribe, like, subscribe, comment, and share.
And also, you guys, before I go, they just took over my whole shit. Like I said, yo, like I know my motto. When you come in the house, what you do. In this case, you like, subscribe, share.
I'm my bad.
Get at me.
Smooches.